Hello everybody, Joe Clone here, back again with another LEGO Star Wars, more importantly, LEGO Star Wars Clone Wars custom build review video. It's been a long time since I've done a LEGO Star Wars custom build. These are two very, very small ones, but very, very awesome ones. Not to pat myself on the back, like I often tend to do, but they are very awesome and they are very easy to build. You guys could build these if you want, and I encourage you to build these if you really want to, because again, easy to build. What did I build? I actually took apart the AT-RT build from the first 501st special, totally messed that up. I took the AT-RT build from the first 501st battle pack, just straight up 501st battle pack. I took the AT-RT build from that, and I really just took it apart, but not that much. I'm just gonna flash a little quick clip on screen. This is all I didn't use. This is what I used from that set. I didn't take apart the bark speeder at all from that set. It was just from the AT-RT. And what did I build? I built a minifigure scale clone AT-RT, and it looks so good. I'm so happy with it. And I also built a classic, I'm pretty sure 2002 style clone jet trooper flight suit. Not a jetpack, a flight suit. Sorry to mess up the focus there, but yes, a 501st clone flight suit and a 501st minifigure scale AT-RT. I'm so happy with how these turned out that I cannot even say the names of them, but let's just get into the reviews. I was like 3 years off. I said 2002. The first Jet Trooper technically came out in the first Lego Turbo Tank that came out in 2005, and he didn't come with like the molded jetpack that like Boba Fett and like other clones later on came with, or that we see today. He came with this like sort of flight suit. I give it like, I would imagine it has more flight capabilities. I'd give it the same flight capabilities as like Falcon's wingsuit from the Marvel Universe. And I always just loved it. I actually built one for one of my just regs. So I have a reg, just shiny white flight suit jet trooper clone. So I since I took apart the AT-RT, it came with these wing pieces with these 501st stickers on them. And I was like, oh my god, I could make a 501st flight suit for my 501st jet trooper. It's a perfect figure to give this too, because he's literally a 501st jet trooper and there's literally 501st stickers on the wings. It is so perfect. It looks so cool. It's exactly like the 2005 design, literally exactly. But I've always loved it. It just looks so cool. The thrusters here in the back, so awesome. These could either be like blasters or just turbines in general, and it just looks so cool, adapted into a 501st flight suit. A 501st clone flight suit. So cool, so awesome to have, and it just makes my 501st jet trooper just that much more badass. Like, look at that. It is so perfect. It is so cool, and I'm just so happy to have it. I'll give you one more 360 before we move on to the AT-RT, but it's just so awesome looking. I love it. It looks great on him, and it just makes him so unique to other people's that I just always see. And it's easy to do. If you guys want to do it, you could easily do this. But that was the 501st clone flight suit. Let's move on to the AT-RT build and the custom Lego 501st clone AT-RT. This is the first attempt I've ever done in building a actual minifigure scale AT-RT. The AT-RT in the Star Wars universe is a light, open, one pilot or driver manned walker, and it's fast, it's quick. They in battles like a whole like fleet or like squad of them would just rush into the battle first and really just clear out a lot of the ground troops, allowing for the rest of their clone ground troops and support to further along the battlefield. But in the Star Wars universe, the clone AT-RT is said to be about like 10 or 11 feet tall. Lego minifigures are said in Lego, like, actual real life measurements to Lego dimensions. Lego minifigures are said to be like average, like 5 feet tall. So if we're putting that, just giving you those measurements, if I just take the flight suit off the jet trooper, a minifigure is supposed to be 5 feet like tall, around that. AT-RT is supposed to be like 10 feet tall. I'd say that is literally perfect. Even in the Star Wars universe, watch Clone Wars, just watch any episode, any clone battle in the Clone Wars series, and you see an AT-RT, they look exactly like this next to clone troopers on the ground. And I'm not the only one who said it. People have said it for years. Lego makes AT-RTs just way, way too big of a scale. The one thing that is way too big of a scale, actually, they actually need to downscale them into this. The 2010 Turbo Tank actually had a pretty good scaled AT-RT, but mine was destroyed, unfortunately. But this one that I've built here is just so awesome. I'm sorry that I've rambled and not really gone over the build, but the build is just really simple. I just took the gray bar piece from the actual set, and it was stuck through like this, the same way. And here's where I didn't use pieces from the set. The only pieces from the set that I really didn't use were the Doc Ock arms from the Venomized Doc Ock Lego set. And I just used them, clipped them in, these simple hinge pieces for the feet, and boom, there were my legs. And that's really the hardest part about making a scale AT-RT, is actually getting legs that are the right size using the correct pieces. That was the hardest part for me. But then the front was really just easy, just simple, just greebling and detailing, building. You guys know how to build Lego sets. The blaster and the front like that, perfect looking, literally perfect. And I actually got to use the stickered pieces from the way too upscaled AT-RT from the set, and it just makes it look that much nicer. These vent pieces angling down on the sides, literally perfect. And these are just the controls up here. I wanted to use the control panel piece, but I just couldn't fit it in. And I just think it looks great. I even have a clip on the back for binoculars or weapons. I think I did a fantastic job with this, guys. And I actually have a 501st ARF trooper to drive it, or to pilot it. So cool. I really think I did a good job here, guys. As you could see, the legs are very posable. A little skinny, but he could stand on his own. He could stand with his own weight very nicely. The Doc Ock arms make it so you could pose it in like really weird angles, but cool angles. And I just think it looks great, guys. Like, look at it. It just looks so good. It is just perfect scale-wise, and that is what I was aiming for. It looks so good in my clone army because it looks so movie and show accurate. I'm so happy with both of these custom builds, and speaking of both, let's go to the final lineup. There they both are. I just love having both of these because it's just, I don't see stuff like this from other people. Like, I know other people have probably done this, but I haven't seen it, so it's just cool to me to have just some unique and like rare things in my clone army, and even like 501st specific things, like so cool, like the flight suit, the AT-RT. These are just two great custom builds. I'm very happy with them, and they're easy. You guys could do them, like I said, but as you know, just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe, and I thank you for joining me on the journey. That's a Lego Star Wars custom build review. Haven't done one in a while, but I'll see you in the next one, and peace.